I am your new therapist. My name is Abby. I am your new court therapist for the city of Georgetown. What is your name?
My name is Jana.
It's nice to meet you. Can you tell me a little bit about why you're here today? Anything you can say here today will be kept here in this session. You can trust that I understand you and will do my best to help you.
My stupid parents won't let me out late, and they call me out past my curfew.
And what were you doing out past your curfew?
I went to a party with some coworkers. It really wasn't a big deal at all, you know.
And what time did you get home that night?
It was about 5 in the morning. I'm old enough to do what I want.
Do you think your parents could have just been worried about you and concerned for your well being?
No, they're just losers. They were always goody two shoes. They never did anything wrong or had any fun at all.
Do you think there's any other issues that could have caused your parents to be worried about you?
They always say I'm disrespectful. They say I don't listen to the rules. I'm 16 and they treat me like I'm a baby. I just wish they would treat me like I'm older. I'm a mom now, so I wish they would just treat me like it.
Have you tried telling your parents how you feel?
It won't matter. They don't care anyway. Ever since the divorce, they just don't care. Or at least that's the way I feel. All my mom does is treat me like I'm a baby. When my dad is around, all they do is fight. That's all they ever did when they were together, too. Most of the time, it was over my dad cheating on my mom or about the bills were late. Trust me, there were so many late bills. Growing up, my brother and I had to do without a lot of the time. And I guess they tried, but they still couldn't make ends meet. I remember the first time our electric couldn't get paid. It was in the middle of an ice storm in February of all times. I remember my mom crying, my dad fighting with her to get a second job. My home life was rough. I guess you could say that.
It sounds like you had a hard time growing up. Do you think that might be a part of why you're acting out now?
I don't know. Look, I'm only here because I have to be and because the court ordered it. I don't want to go to jail. I never did any of the other stupid stuff that my other caseworker made me do. She told me this time it was either counseling or jail, and I'm not cut out for that crap.
It says here that you have a hard time listening to your teachers as well. Could you tell me why that is?
They're stupid. I don't want to be there anyways. They make me do my homework and study. Who has time for that crap? When all I have to do is work and pay the bills. My parents also hate the fact that I got pregnant when I was 15. They think that I should be watching my baby and they shouldn't be doing it, but I didn't even want the baby. I want to be a normal teenager. I want to be myself. I don't want to be a teen mom. It's only made things harder for me. I have to work and go to school and take care of my kid. I just want to be a normal teen.
I completely understand that. Where's the baby's father?
He's in jail, man. Drugs. I got caught up with the wrong crowd and fell in love, or at least that's what I thought. We got pulled over going to one of the baby's doctor's appointments. The police officer ended up searching him and found heroin. I knew he was using when we first met, but I thought he stopped. He got arrested that day and my parents had to pick me up from the station. Man, they were pissed. I guess I'm always just screwing things up.
What happened when they picked you up from the police station?
They took me home. They fought all night. Mom accused Dad of not caring enough when I was growing up. Dad said Mom didn't teach me how a lady should act. I guess they were both in the wrong, or maybe it's all my fault. My fault that I got pregnant. My fault that they fought all the time, and my fault that they're splitting up.
Jana, your parents' problems are not your fault. Can you tell me why you feel this way?
The fighting started getting worse when they found out I was dating John. He was a neighbor boy who had always been in and out of trouble. They thought that I could do better than him. I would sneak out with him late at night. We would go to parties, alcohol, weed. He was my little source of freedom, my first love. Then when my parents found out that I was pregnant, they were mad at each other for letting me be with him. I was the one who chose to be with him. He was fun. He made me feel things that I'd never felt before. But when I told him that I was pregnant, this is hard, I'm sorry. He seemed like he really wanted to be there for a kid. I was stupid to think that that's what he wanted. People don't change. Now I'm stuck raising my baby alone. My parents hate me.
I think your parents might just know what's best for you and are trying to help you figure that out. How would you like things to change for your family?
I just want to be a normal kid again and not have to focus on both school and work. I want to be able to be young and just to have a life.
Do you think you might be willing to work with your family to have one day per week that you could go out and have fun with your friends?
Maybe, I guess we might be able to do that.
At the same time, you would have to follow the strict curfew for the city. The curfew for the city is 11 p.m. Sunday through Friday, and Saturday it's 1 a.m. Is this something that you think you could agree with?
That's stupid. That's so early.
It may sound earlier than what you're used to, but there really isn't much good going on after 1 a.m. at night. It's also better for your child that you're home earlier at night. Do you think you could come home earlier to be able to be a better mother for your daughter?
I guess. It's just hard to be a mother so young. I never got the chance to be young and to be a teenager. I wish I could get the help that I deserve from John, but I guess people never change.
How much longer does he have in jail?
6 more months, I think. That puts it right at her first birthday. He was never there when she was born. Was never there for the feedings in the middle of the night. He was never there when she rolled over for the first time or when she started crawling. He missed so much, and it just isn't fair at all.
I'm so sorry. Do you think that if we put different parenting classes in place that you would let him see her and let him be a part of her life?
Of course I would. I still love the guy. I wanted her to have a father. Is there anything that I could do to be a better mother?
I think you need to complete these classes that the court is ordering for you. To be a better mother, it is important to take these classes so that you can deal with your anger. I too, as a young single mother, I know it is so hard. In order to be the best mother possible for your child, it is important to do as your caseworker is asking. Over time, you will learn that things are getting better and you're having an easier time in your life.
What can I do to get along with my parents better?
I feel maybe your parents will appreciate you communicating better with them if they're going to be watching your daughter. You can have one set day during the week that you choose to go out and spend time with your friends. You can choose, say, a Saturday night to go do something and be a teenager. You also have to abide by that 1 a.m. curfew and tell them where you're going. As a mother, we have to try our best to do things that are in the best interest of our child regardless of how hard they might be. Is there any other reason that you feel that this relationship with your parents is so strained?
Well, I feel as if me getting aggressive and yelling and cussing has to take its toll. I know it has to be bad for my kid with fighting with my parents all the time, and I really want to try and do better. I really do. Is there any way that I can change it?
Most definitely. You can take anger management classes as part of your classes with your caseworker. It is so important that you show your child every day the best version of yourself in every single way. We have 4 minutes left in our session today. Is there anything else that you would like to talk about?
My parents have set chores and they get upset when I forget to do them. They want me to work around the house and to help out. I rarely have time to do anything. At the end of the day, I'm so tired and I don't want to do anything whatsoever. They get upset when I don't help, but I'm just so tired. Working, going to school, raising my kid. I don't want to fight anymore, but I'm so tired. What else can I do?
I completely understand this because as a single mother, I did the same exact thing. You can do the work around the house on the weekend. You can get things done before you spend your time out. This can serve as a reward for getting all of your work done and working so hard all week. When I was a young single mother, I did the same thing. I cleaned the house and did all of the housework during the weekend. Then I gave myself some time out by going out with my friends or a boyfriend or whoever I wanted to see that week. Is there anything else that you see as an issue with your parents?
Well, my parents hate that I hide out in my bedroom all day long. I usually only come out to eat and go straight back to my room. It bothers them when I do this, and I don't understand why. I eat with my family, but I enjoy my alone time whenever I can have it. I just don't give them much of it. I don't understand why this makes them so upset. It's like they won't allow me to be by myself. I want some sort of freedom in my home because I'm a young single mother and I need my freedom in my own life. I still feel as if my parents are not allowing me the independence that I need. How can I get this in my household?
I think that if your family wants to give you your independence, you have to show them that you're willing to do what it takes to deserve that. You have to show your family that you can be trusted with the freedom that you are being given and that you can do the right thing.
How can I do that?
By taking these court ordered classes, they can trust you in the decisions that you make. They will believe that they can trust you. It is important that your family can trust you to do these things that are court ordered before they give you additional responsibilities. When your family feels as if they can trust you, they will then give you more freedom to do other things. They even may let you have more time out and watch the baby more frequently. Do you understand the words that I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess I do. I, I just want them to give me some more freedom, you know? I want to be a teenager, but at the same time, I want to be a better mother than my daughter. I really, really want to be a better mother for her. I feel like I failed her and that she deserves better. It's been so hard to be a single parent with John in jail. I feel like I can do better for her, but I just don't know how.
I feel like everything we've talked about today is a great start to being a better daughter to your parents and a better mother for your child. I feel like doing your house duties will really help your family. It will also help build trust between you and your parents if you start following the curfews that have been mandated by the city, and if you ask your family to help with your daughter before you leave her. And the most important thing that we have talked about is that you follow the caseworker's order and take the classes that have been ordered. Do you have any more questions before we end our session?
No, so I just need to communicate better with them, what I have going on, and when I want them to watch her. Is that all?
Yes, and I will plan on seeing you in 2 weeks to discuss how things have progressed with your family. Does Monday, October 9th at 4 p.m. work for you?
Yeah, that works perfect. Thanks for talking with me today. You have really helped me out a lot.
No problem. We will see you next session. And do me a favor and write down how things are going for you and note any things that have changed. Have a great week.
Thanks.